Virgos, welcome to my channel and welcome back all of my returning subscribers. We're going to be doing a general reading today. Of course, any information that you may be looking for to book a personal reading with me or to follow me on my other social medias will be listed in the description box, so just check there. And also make sure you subscribe and hit the like button if you do find that this video resonates with you, helps the YouTube algorithm, and it also lets me know if you guys resonate with the messages. Leave me a comment too. I like to chat with you guys. But let's get into it. Immediately what I'm picking up on, there's a friendship in your life that you're starting to question whether or not this person genuinely is your friend or wants to be your friend, or if there's a disconnect that's coming in or that's happening. This may not even just be one friend. This could be a friend group. Maybe you're starting to find that you don't resonate with the same things anymore, and you're learning so much, you're gaining so much information, whether that's through studying, researching, having conversations, but you're starting to ask yourself, like, do I fit in with the same set of people, or am I outgrowing these spaces? Especially for my Virgos who are trying to tap into being, more disciplined in life and more business minded and just on top of your responsibilities. Maybe you have certain people around you where you're like, oh, I'm hanging out with them. Maybe they're not as responsible, or they're influencing me to, feel low in energy or uninspired. Maybe they constantly have something negative to say about your ideas. You could also be questioning, like, what truly do you want for yourself in terms of accomplishments? You know that you want to build maybe a like-minded community of people or connect with people creatively that could be into the same things that you're doing, or just having a business where, maybe it's on social media or you're able to showcase your gifts as a whole. You could be questioning yourself in terms of what's stopping you. Why you could be afraid of putting yourself out there, why you could be afraid of potential like rejection or being maybe ostracized or embarrassed. So a lot of you could be trying to work through that. I'm seeing finances being a big focal point for you too. How can you get more on top of money management, saving, handling your resources? Maybe you're not 100% pleased with where your finances are at, but there's an opportunity for you to get on top of that. Some of you are also emotionally torn in regards to a long-term commitment that you're in, like a marriage, long-term relationship. And even if it's not a relationship, maybe you're confused about whether or not to get into a relationship with someone, especially if they seem emotionally avoidant or distant at times. A lot of you also have been going back and forth about how you truly feel about someone, and maybe you've been avoiding your true feelings in hopes that, if they're not good feelings, that would pass and eventually things would get back on track. Or if they are good feelings, maybe you were hoping that the feelings would just kind of go away, or been, telling yourself maybe you don't feel for this person, but you genuinely do. This could be an Aquarius, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I'm even getting Taurus energy here. It's interesting. I also see some sort of opportunity you're going to pursue that's going to require you to manage your time a lot better, especially if you spend a lot of time hanging out, cooped up in the room, hanging out with friends, being around a romantic partner. You may have to make certain sacrifices in order for you to get certain things done. Virgos. There could be a Leo of significance who could be, so there could be a Leo of significance who may have randomly ghosted you or randomly abandoned this connection. They could be just trying to waltz back into your life by reaching out to you or saying something to you. If not a Leo, this could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or the person you may have children with. They could be trying to walk back into your life or trying to express how they feel to you, and maybe you're feeling like something's missing or something's lacking from the connection still. Or if this is something you walked away from because it was draining financially, emotionally, physically, this could completely throw you off emotionally in the sense of not knowing how to respond to that and not knowing how to handle that. Yeah, you could also feel very connected to a Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo romantically or sexually. And there could be certain delays around things moving forward with this connection. You could be trying to be patient, especially if this is someone who you really have great memories with and great times with. It could just be, you know, if there's a long distance connection, the traveling piece that you're trying to be patient about. For others of you, you could be wanting more out of this connection, and you could be frustrated because you're trying to work with them and it could seem like they're putting things on pause or they're delaying things and not really seeming like they're, you know, keeping up the same energy that they had before. For others of you who are single, like completely single and not really dealing with anyone, you could feel genuinely connected still to somebody who you're not really dealing with anymore, like person you have children with, someone you dated in the past, and it's been delays maybe with them reaching out or them saying something, and this could be making you question, like, is this person going to come back around? Is there going to be another opportunity? Yeah, some of my singles, you're completely just staying away from any casual connections until you find somebody who is wanting the same things, wanting something that's more so serious. Now, with career and finance, you could be overwhelmed with the level of responsibilities that you have to handle. There also could be a lot of stuff that you're trying to get done at once, and it's important that you pay attention to like a negative thinking pattern or negative beliefs that could make you feel like you're limited in options or limited in resources to fix your situation. Okay, some of you guys also, I see if you do take the time out to, again, work day by day to save your money, to work on your career goals, finishing up a business, over time this will pay off. But you have to stay focused and you have to stay away from this defeatist mindset that could try to creep up on you. Okay, or negative attachments that drain you energetically. Now, overall advice for you, it's important that you're rethinking things that you're emotionally committing yourself to, especially long term. Are you committing yourself to situations that are stressful, that are, you know, doomed from the start because of, you know, let's say you're committing yourself to somebody who's not committing themselves to the situation. You just wholeheartedly connecting or attaching to someone who's not necessarily wanting to do the same. Or for some of you, allowing yourself to be emotionally pushed and pulled by someone else to where it's affecting your mental health. It's being aware of this happening, and for future tense moments, or, you know, for the future, keeping this in mind, knowing what your triggers are and who you are, being more self-aware in terms of how you show up in relationships and what you need to be mindful of that could cause you to end up in dynamics that are doomed from the start. So an example of this, if you're someone who has like an issue with people pleasing, being mindful of that knee-jerk reaction to go into those actions and understanding that it hurts not only you but other people when you do that. Or dealing with someone, like I said, who's emotionally unavailable and then trying to work with that when there's no way to work with that. They just are emotionally unavailable, and everything that manifests in the connection beyond that is going to be skewed because of the fact that they're emotionally unavailable. And if you struggle with that too, same thing. Now let's pull some oracle cards for you. What's the messages for my Virgos? General message. So we have balance and act. So this card is all about you staying balanced, irregardless of what's going on around you. Your ability to stay calm, stay tempered in the midst of chaos or in the midst of things around you just being shaky is a superpower and will help you get through even the toughest situations. It says, there are times when things seem a bit topsy-turvy and it feels as if you're juggling 1,000 balls in the air. Perhaps you're unsure of your footing. Now is the moment to evaluate which areas of your life need balance and then restore equilibrium. Choose harmony over discord and great success will be yours. You'll find inner stability when you choose a balanced, focused, and level path. Yes, and it says you are calm within no matter the fluctuation of outer circumstances. So that's important. We also have making a choice. So if you've been putting a decision off, if you've been putting multiple decisions off, understand that there is no such thing as a right or wrong choice. It's choices that are either intentional or not. If you look at it from that perspective, that will help you. And moving forward, you need to make sure that you're making choices that are intentional and that line up to where you're trying to go. So if you're trying to have more money in your bank account, be intentional in terms of how you're spending money, how you're bringing in money, the flow of money, all of those things. If you're wanting to be married at one point, be intentional in terms of the types of partners that you date. What type of character do they possess? Do they possess a character of someone who is marriage material? Do you possess a character of marriage material or that fits for marriage material? And making sure that you're, like I said, just being intentional in everything that you do during this time frame. Okay, it says you're faced with a dilemma or a fork in the road and must make a conscious choice regarding the next right action. Whatever the choice is, you must take responsibility for it, yet you needn't be afraid. Trust your intuition, ask for a sign from spirit, and you'll be led to the right path. Okay, but this is what I see. I hope that this did help you. If it did, thumbs up the video, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, Virgos.